Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes. This is part of the Road to LEGO Batman 4 Legacy of the Dark Knight. So, Amber's here. We're going to hang out. We're going to do the LEGO thing and have a good time. So, that's the plan. So, as you guys heard before, since we've showcased this game to death over the years, we have found out, after 57 copyright claims yesterday... wow, that's crazy, Warner Brothers. I mean, that's a bit excessive. 50, you could just say once, hey, the Batman music is in this. You don't have to literally time code every single aspect of the video saying copyright, 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 copyright. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, cutscenes going forward for this episode, because we have no super chats or anything right now, so they will be muted. That way, greedy Warner Brothers cannot steal our routine, our bit, or our stories, or anything like that, because they'll copyright the entire video.
The whole thing.
Yeah, they'll take our whole revenue, like, off this video. So we're gonna get them by muting the cutscenes, and of course we already have the sound effects off, but we'll mute the cutscenes, and then they can't do anything to us. And you guys have seen the cutscenes. We literally have uploaded the cutscenes as YouTube Shorts in the past. People have the unique opportunity to super chat if they want to unlock the music and the cutscenes and things like that. But just, you know, full transparency, we have to earn revenue on our streams. Yesterday, 57, my gosh, copyright claims for an hour and 57-minute stream.
Wow.
That's dedication right there. I mean, think about that. Somebody had to go and be like, yeah, I need to put 57 copyright claims on this hour and 57-minute video. That's crazy!
That's a lot of money per honest.
And time coded too. Here's 3 seconds. This was this. Oh, in this thing we heard, what was that, the Joker parade thing? Yeah, we gotta mark that down. Oh, there's the Batman March. Write it down again. Batman March again. Batman March, 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 March. It's like, okay. Wow.
Wow, really?
And then back in the day, they were just like, "Hey, we noticed that you're using Tim Burton's thing in your video, so no no revenue." It's like, okay, but now literally, see, this is why I don't like the idea of getting copyright strikes now, because somebody can go back in the past, like in the future, and look at this video and be like, "Oh my gosh, Warner Brothers has 57 claims on this copyright strike," you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because that's what happened to Boruto. Boruto years ago was listed as what's the word I'm looking for? Boruto was listed as copyright, like for the song.
Right.
The song was copyrighted like 10 years ago, and then all of a sudden, randomly, our video got copyright strike.
Yeah, we don't want a copyright strike 10 years from now.
Exactly.
What
can I do for you, sir? Batmobile, please. Good hunting, sir. Good hunting, sir. Yes. I also love how it's showing, and Robin has nowhere to go. Robin can't be in the Batmobile because reasons. It's a one-seater for some reason. They're like, yeah, we're gonna take the whole Batman Forever mechanic.
We used to make jokes about that all the time.
So
no room in the car.
Yeah, I'm having problems driving here this morning. I just woke up and having problems. I might be having a work problem.
Is this a work-related?
Wait. How do I open? Wasn't this door open before? We skipped a whole step. I have to remember how to open the door. This is lovely.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I can't even. I just find some of the comments on the video are weird because
I'm here, so I need to address something. If my wife is streaming, probably not a good idea to say, "Hey, Kwing, I hate your guts." When literally
and then calling the stream low quality.
Calling the stream low quality when literally my wife is the one streaming. You sexist pig! My gosh!
Yeah, that was mean. That
goes beyond mean. It's like, what is your problem?
He said, I don't feel like I used to like your content, and now look at this low quality slop you have, like, streaming, and it's like, Kwing isn't here, this is me, I'm Amber.
This is Amber.
So I even said, like, so you're saying when I'm streaming it's low quality.
It's low quality when a woman streams.
Exactly.
Oh. That's just so wrong. It's like, what is your problem?
It's funny that they were trying to insult you, but in reality, you weren't even here.
I wasn't there. Yeah.
They were insulting me.
It's like that's just wrong. It's like, why would you do something like that?
Oh, we got $10.
All right, $10 super chat. Thank you very much.
It's $10 towards 20 altogether.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jacob. Says I'm tired. I love watching your Batman streams at night. It's relaxing to hear you talk about Batman. Thanks to you and Amber for cheering me on. Of course, Jacob, and we'll be. I'll be praying for you, Jacob, and thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much.
I just realized we went to the wrong door. We have to go to the right door in order to pull us off. We have to go to ARKHAM. ARKHAM is the one. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Now we're where we need to be.
Thank you, Jacob. Oh, we got another super chat.
Yep, we're at 12.
We're at 12.
All right, cool beans. We're getting there.
Thank you, Miss Deanna.
I don't know what that door is.
Thank you so much, Miss Deanna, for the super chat. This is exactly what I was saying about the insults, says Miss Deanna. Aw, thank you, Miss Deanna. Yeah, Miss Deanna was on that stream, and thankfully the eyes took care of that person right away and told that guy to go take a walk off a short plank or something.
Go take a hike, because I mean, not only is it sexist, but it's so wrong, because here you are, like you're so tired after your cooking job. What is it, buddy? You're tired after your cooking job. You're trying to help the channel by, like, you know, having content up there. And no, it's serious. Like, Amber didn't get to take a nap. She didn't get to do anything. She came home. She's streaming, you know, streaming a game that she likes, and then you have this tool bag come here and say all this stuff when I'm not around, personally. Like, the coward, he didn't even show up when I'm here, you know? And he's taking out all his... I don't get it. I don't understand how these fans turn into the Joker.
I even insulted him because he said that the only people who would watch my stream were people who are mentally ill or children, and I
oh my gosh.
I said that's funny because I was like, that's ironic because, like, you're the one who's so obsessed with somebody else that they don't like that you're coming over and saying hateful stuff on a nice Disney stream where everyone's having fun, and you're saying that the people watching it are mentally ill or children. I was like, that's funny because you're acting mentally ill and childish. So, like, whatever.
Yeah. It's a bit crazy. And here's the thing, he said low quality content. It's like, I hate to tell you guys this, but my ARKHAM, like, videos, like my quote unquote high quality content, it was just me running around in a video game, like a Let's Play, talking about Batman. I had no high-end, like, video pictures or slides. I didn't even have slides. I sat there with a microphone, and I was like, so this section of the game reminds me of Batman Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Miller comic, and we're actually wearing the Frank Miller... That's all I did! And that was considered high-quality content, but Let's Plays... where I'm playing as Lego Batman, running around and talking about random stuff. That's low quality.
I even mentioned to the person after they were left. I was just like, it's ironic that you say we aren't doing Batman content anymore since we literally are starting our Batman Road 2 series right now. It doesn't matter. Like,
well, the funny thing is, it always has been low content, low budget stuff. Like, going all the way back to even the viral videos on the 01 channel.
Yeah.
And the 01 channel can't match the type of viral content that this channel has.
I mean, honestly, like, just because something is low budget doesn't mean it's not good.
Of course not.
Like, look at the original Star Wars is way better than the new stuff, and that original stuff was low budget. So it's like, I don't really understand.
I think we hit our goal.
Alright, we got several super chats. We got one from Miss Deanna, Jacob, Leo the Conqueror, $5 super chat, and we got a $5 super chat. Wish you guys could come back to SakuraCon. Some people, just like I said about yesterday. Aw, thank you, Jacob Langlet. I hope you have a great time at SakuraCon. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the convention. Alright, guys. Sweetie, the music's back on, and the cutscenes are going to begin. Thank you guys. Great job.
Reports are coming in of strange blue glows spotted tonight around Arkham Asylum. Is this evidence of yet another mass breakout from the facility? Or one of the warden's infamous parties in full swing? Either way, the sounds of breaking glass and screaming are sure to follow as we go live to Gotham's favorite waterlogged penitentiary.
We can head her off in the maze.
So anyway, guys, enjoy the cutscenes and the music for the game as they were intended.
Oh, we got another super chat. Thank you, Dave Klopticus.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jacob Langlet. Thank you, Leo the Conqueror. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Leo the Conqueror again. Thank you, Miss Deanna and Jacob again.
So the first thing Amber says as the game starts, she's like, "Man, this soundtrack was so good." It's like, yeah.
It was.
Oh. All right, Linky,
So-
you went and did your business, and now you're hanging out with us. Okay. Oh, the claw in the leg.
Oof, oof.
I felt that one.
So I had a really interesting
Go
day
for it.
at
Use the
my
floor.
job, but I don't really know if I should talk about it or not.
Sure.
So I just, basically, I started talking about it, and Luke was like, you should save this for the stream.
I mean, it's funny.
But I didn't even go into the whole thing, but basically, so at my job, I have to leave because we're moving.
Yeah.
And like I've been saying to people, like, the job has really come to depend on me a lot. Like, a lot of people at my job are like,
Good at her job.
they're like 19, 20 years old, so I'm like much older than that.
I like how you paused. I'm like, much older than that.
And so, like, usually my boss doesn't hire people older. I think he thought I was 20 when he hired me.
You look it.
So, please, thanks, honey.
What is- I don't
That's why
lie.
I keep you around.
I'm not lying.
So, anyways, so he's starting to hire more people in their 30s at my job because I'm in my early 30s.
Okay.
Because I'm 28.
Okay, now you're really stretching it.
Okay, 22. No.
Now you're stretching it even more.
Anyways, so like this guy, he was hiring this older guy who, well, he's not really older, he's just not 20.
Not 20.
I found out he told us he was 35, so
Is his name Dennis?
no.
Oh, it would have been a perfect Monty Python joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm 35. My name is Dennis.
Oh,
Continue,
okay.
continue.
So like the first day he was here, it was there at the thing
So
yesterday.
his first day was yesterday.
And he was doing pretty well. Like, he had
Right.
some things to work on.
Okay.
But, like, and he was wearing... Well, okay, so I actually haven't told Luke everything about this.
Ooh.
So he shows up with you know, we're supposed to wear, like, a collared shirt until they give us, like, a
Right.
uniform.
Yeah.
So he, instead of showing up with most of us had a polo shirt that was black.
Yeah.
So he shows up with a button-down, nice, like, pressed iron shirt.
Wow.
Yeah, so we all think... I thought he was training this guy to be the manager of the store.
Oh, wow.
So, and, you know, he's older and stuff like that, and he looks really...
you dress for success.
really
yeah.
professional. So then the next day, today, like, you know, he comes in, like, okay, so I'll explain what happened today. So
Okay.
I come in, I'm finishing up, I have to make, like, I have to make certain drinks that sit overnight, and, like, I have to make cold drinks, like lemonade and stuff like that, because it's part of my opening stuff.
Part of what the
So-
cook,
And I have to I have to put all the sandwich stuff in the sandwich hot drawers and everything like that in the morning. So I'm finishing up with some of my cold stuff that I'm doing to put in the fridge, and then my boss comes in and he's like, Amber, he's like, are you almost done? And I'm thinking, like, that's weird. He doesn't usually ask me that. Like, He's usually fine. He usually is like, hurry up, and he doesn't ask me if I'm almost done. He's like, almost done, right? And he has this weird, scared look on his face. So I'm like, what is happening? So I get up to the front.
Yeah.
There is one kid who's like 19, and he actually reminds me a lot of my younger brother Jet. He's very quiet and very good at his job, very easygoing. And then there's this new girl who is getting pretty much every order wrong and is driving everyone nuts.
Right.
And then there's this guy who started yesterday, who's the guy in his 30s. And I find out, I come up there, it takes me a little bit of time to realize this guy is completely drunk. Like, I don't know, he came to work completely drunk. Like, he is like I am supposed to be showing him, you know, he's like, okay, you need to show him how to make all the drinks and some of the sandwiches. So I'm like, okay. So I come up here and I am in charge of training him. So,
Right.
so he's mumbling and like talking in slurred speech, and I was like, oh my
And this
gosh.
was the day after he made the good impression?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
this is the second day. He's still in a nice pressed shirt again, but
nice press there, but
but I-
hey everybody!
Yeah. so
How's it going?
so I didn't actually tell Luke the rest of this story, but
I'm-
it's just hilarious because like at the end, like I would have sent the guy home and been like, why don't you come back tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly.
But my boss, I don't understand. Like, maybe he doesn't understand how reality works or something. But
He's like, I'm sure it'll be fine.
he
can work.
he kept this guy here for like a 7-hour shift.
Oh
so
my gosh.
we were trying to train him while he is like incoherent.
One more
And
thing, sir.
I feel embarrassed talking about some of it because actually, I feel embarrassed talking about it in front of Luke because this guy, like, I was like, well, I guess I still got it because this guy keeps calling me mama. Like he's Johnny Bravo or something. Like, I feel like he was seriously...
I'm sorry, what?
He was really hitting on me when he was drunk. And then...
I'm going to work tomorrow.
Like, a lot. And then, like, at one point, he's like... he said, yeah, he's like, well... Like, he was talking about, I was telling him, you know, you need to go over here. He actually couldn't hear half of what I was saying, so I had to, like, lead him over with my hand and be like, well, I don't know if I should say what his name is, but I'll pretend his name is Paul. That wasn't his name. So I was like, Paul, over here, Paul.
Wait, I have my own Paul now?
No, what? What's a Paul?
A Paul is a bad thing.
Oh, okay, well then I'll say it different. Well, why don't we pretend he's... Well, we'll say his name. Luke and I were just watching a, what should I say? You pick a name.
As long as it's not Paul.
Alright, why don't we call him, Fred or something?
Fred works.
So, Fred. So, I'm like, Fred, you need to go over here. So, I'm putting my hand here. I'm like, that's okay. And he keeps saying, like, no, now, Luke hasn't heard the story. He said this would be funny to watch, but he didn't know what was actually happening.
I didn't realize that I was going to have an old Paul here and grabbing your hand and things.
Oh, yeah. So, he keeps,
like that.
I don't know, like, every time...
Does this Paul have a man bun?
Every time, no.
Okay, no man bun.
But it's worse. It's worse.
Worse
because,
than a man bun.
No, it's worse for you. If it was a man bun, it'd be good for you, because I hate man buns.
Okay, alright.
So, like, he's talking, and like, the whole time, like, every time I try to tell him something, he's like, I'm sorry, Mama. And he's calling me Mama the whole time. By the end of the shift, like, he tells me that he sees me as, like, the mama of that area because I'm always looking out for everyone. And I'm like, uh-huh. Like, I'm thinking, and then he goes, well, he's like, sorry. He's like, I'm Latino. And I was like, okay. Never mind. I don't want to tell you what I was thinking in my head. I can't say it out loud.
Okay.
I was thinking, I've noticed because he's a charmer. That's all Latino guys are. Oh my god.
Alright, finish your story here while you're still married.
So, like, he's like, by the end of like 6 hours, he must have just been a 5-hour shift or something, so we're still there. At the end of the day, my boss, like, it's almost at the end of the day, the guy, either he goes to the bathroom or he does something, he goes to get a drink or something. Not that kind of drink, or like water or something.
So he's out drinking more. Okay, yep, continue.
So he's gone for a minute. Then my boss comes up to me and he goes, I don't know if it's gonna work out with this guy.
So now he thinks maybe the guy showing up, you know, completely plastered is not a good idea.
So then he comes back from getting his drink of water or something. He comes back from getting his drink of water, and he's like, what time do you need me tomorrow? you know, my boss is already ready to fire this guy. Like, I wouldn't have fired him personally. I would have sent him home and given him a chance to come the next day, because he obviously wasn't in shape to
This
work.
guy's a looker, isn't he? That's why you're giving him a second chance.
Well,
There
No.
it is! There it is!
No.
There it is!
no.
Yes!
No.
Yes!
No.
That's why Mr. Inebriated, he's a good-looking Latino, that's what it is!
Well, you're sort of Latina. You know.
I'm a Portuguese!
you have the
Of course
same,
I'm drop-dead gorgeous!
You have the same look as him.
Great, so drunk me goes to work.
Yep,
That's okay.
He does kind of
All right.
look like you a little bit, but a
Okay,
little more Latino
Okay.
than you.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. But anyway. Like.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's like talking to my boss, I can overhear him, and he's like, what time should I come in tomorrow? And my boss is like, he's like, I'll communicate with you via text to let you know what's happening.
One more thing, sir.
And he goes, thanks, I look forward to hearing what time I'm coming in tomorrow. He's like, he's like, why don't you get yourself a sandwich? Have a nice day. And I know what that means. It means you're fired. Because my boss, he's Indian, so he always has to be kind to people because it's their religion. They always have to be kind, so even when they're firing someone, they have to do it in a nice way.
Go and get your sandwich and never come again, thank you.
Yeah.
That was a terrible experiment. Amber, you told me to hire people in their 30s. This man came to my establishment completely plastered out of his mind.
Yeah.
I don't even think he understands where he is right now. This is all your fault. Double the shift tomorrow.
Yeah, but at one point I talked to the teenage guy that I work with, and he's, the younger kid. And I was like, the older guy was in the back for a minute. And I talked to him, I said, it takes a while for people to learn stuff, I said. But then I looked at the teenage kid and I said, but I think there's something else more than that going on here today. And he just looked at me and laughed because everybody noticed it out loud. But everyone knew this guy was completely blessed.
Yeah. They're not going to say it out loud because, it's not something
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Can you believe?
Guy comes to work at a restaurant store, shows up the day before he's all nicely dressed, and the next day he's completely hammered. You're like, let's go to work, restaurant people. It's going to be a fun day today. I'm completely sober. Let's do this. Woo! Hey guys, did you realize when you put your cup under no, this is great, I discovered this. When you put your cup under this magical thing, an elixir spouts out. It is flavored water. It is amazing. I like it, this flavored water.
But he was really good yesterday. Like, he was doing really well. But I guess, you just didn't show up to work.
You never show up to work drunk
That's
at
why
work.
you should have just called and been like, I don't feel well. Like, if you're drunk, you should just tell
Be
someone
like,
you don't
be like
feel
what
well.
half the people show up at your job do. They
Like,
just call in sick all
out.
the time.
Like, why did he show up?
Call in sick and make Amber work your shift.
Yeah, but honestly, he should have, like, called out and then said he couldn't make it because he had a family emergency or something.
Family emergency was he stayed too far at the bar.
Yeah. I feel bad because honestly, if he had just called out and then come in the next day, he probably still would have been working there.
If he comes back tomorrow, I think that'll be the most hilarious thing ever, because that means you can show
He
up
wouldn't
at
remember.
your job. Yeah, I know. You can show up at your job completely hammered and still have work. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's funny because like one of the new girl that I kept like, you know, I kept being like, man, this girl doesn't get anything. Like, she's so clueless. She doesn't understand anything. She's in her 30s too. No offense, but like, but she was talking to me later in the day after this guy had left, and she looked at me and she said, she's like, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work out with that other guy. And I'm thinking, and then I'm just like I'm sandwiches and stuff, and I'm like, yeah. And then I just keep going. I didn't talk to her at all because I'm thinking, like, you think? Like, what in the world?
Common
Like,
sense is not lost on people in their 30s.
but, oh my gosh, that wasn't the worst thing that happened at my job today. So this girl that has been driving me at my job, getting every order wrong and then blaming it on me to the point where she's a super villain. I don't like her because she's just ruining my life. Anyways, not only that, but my boss really likes her and thinks she's great at her job, and then he actually goes and tells me and everyone else at our work that we're making the mistake. Suddenly, I was like, yeah, right, okay. All of us are making 57 mistakes, and the new girl who's just started yesterday hasn't made a single mistake. Okay. Yeah, that's logical.
Pause. No, I thought there was going to be more to it.
It's fine. That was a fun cutscene. That was how they were back then.
No, I mean, I thought there was going to be more to it.
But I literally got justice from my arch enemy at my job because she's so, like, honestly, you should know how to do your job, but you should also be self-aware of basic concepts like having tact, treating other people with respect, not being, you know, completely clueless and disrespectful to people. So I told this, I made him fall asleep with this story, but this girl that has been like driving me nuts, and actually my friend also blaming her from the orders also, when she's like really good at her job. Like, she used to work in a professional kitchen. But anyways, so this girl's been driving us crazy, and today she really blew it, and I don't know why. But my boss still wants to, like, train her on all kinds of stuff and hire her over and promote her over people that are doing better than her. But whatever. It's his loss. He wants to ruin his store. But anyways, like, so this girl today, she literally, I don't know how she did. I don't know. Okay. Is there a cutscene?
Not yet, but you gotta probably wrap it up.
Well, I can't wrap it up. I can't wrap it up in 3 seconds.
And try to wrap it up, because we're going to be getting to the next part of the story.
I can't. I'll just tell you. Well, basically what she did was basically she was supposed to be doing stuff like taking, like she was supposed to be taking temperatures and basically measuring things in the store. And she ended up going right in front of the boss's, like, father, and like bothering him and getting in his way while he was trying to make food, and he was asking her to get out of the way, and she actually got angry with him and was like swearing, and like that's like the owner of the entire store. Oh,
she's toast.
But she's not. He's training her tomorrow. Like, I don't understand why. Like, she must have immunity to life problems, because I don't get it. Like, if that was me, I would be fired day one.
Is she cute?
No, she's super not cute. She looks like she's 50 years old.
Oh, wow, I don't know.
Right, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't understand.
Now, somebody said I'm drunk right now. Is that a problem? Thoughts on that? It's like
no, because you're not running. You're not running.
Are you
oven.
showing up to work drunk? If you're not showing up to work drunk, you're
Yeah,
fine.
just don't go to work like that,
Yeah.
or you'll get fired. Like,
Yeah.
you can do it in your own home.
Yeah, go for it.
But yeah, so I guess, I don't know. I guess we'll find out what happens. Honestly, it doesn't matter, because I am only there for them.
Confirmation tonight that the inmates of Arkham Asylum are on the rampage once again. And this reporter has to ask, is it really such a great idea to house all these supervillains together in one place? Hey, at least the mayor's plan to let them loose in some vast walled-off area in the heart of the city got put on hold. Now that would never have ended well.
All the prisoners are accounted for, except the Joker.
He must have been the first one to break out. Smuggled in some kind of explosive.
No, I don't think so.
This is why I didn't want to do Arkham Asylum until today, because Arkham Asylum was actually pretty big. We have to go through the sewer, or the very bottom, and then we have to go to the top. So this entire stream will be dedicated to Arkham, like the Lego Arkham. Pretty much.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I made you guys laugh, but it was at Luke's expense. Okay, I'm just gonna describe the person so Luke doesn't. It would be like Luke, but a slightly more bloated, older-looking version of Luke.
You should have started with that!
All right, I wanted you to be a little bit jealous, you know? Okay. What? You're still way more handsome.
Well, obviously, I'm not a whale.
No.
I'm not Antonio Banderas the whale who
I
shows
said
up completely
slightly.
inebriated to work.
I said slightly.
Whatever.
Oh, come on. All right. Way more. I should have taken a picture and then you could have laughed.
No, I don't want that guy on your phone. I'm good. It's fine. That's not gonna fly.
I will say it was interesting for being called mama for 5 hours. I'm surprised that there wasn't a sexual harassment going on.
I mean, the more he kept working there, he's probably going to call a lot of females different things.
Yeah.
But I don't think he needs to worry about that. Never ever show up to work drunk.
Yeah.
Unless you work at the DMV, because no one will be able to tell. Because everybody at the DMV is already grumpy to begin with.
Yeah.
You show up like completely out of your mind.
Now
chances are you'll be fine.
You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking, I wonder what my husband would be like, completely plastered. I wonder if he would call me, like, you know, something every 5 seconds. I wonder what pet name you would call me if you were completely out of it.
I don't know, because I never drank because drinking ruined my family as a kid. I
hope that you would call me babe every 3 seconds. I would love that.
If I was married to you?
Yeah, if you showed up, if I owned the restaurant and you worked for me and you showed up drunk to my restaurant to work, I would wonder if you would call me babe every 4 seconds.
I would probably just not show up to work because
Yeah,
I would want to have my job. It's kind of in the employee handbook. Don't show up if you can't do your job. Call out.
Right. Be smart enough to call out. I mean, even some people, like, if they're having a really bad day, like, even at my job, like, some people are like, I'm having a lot of stress and I'm angry today. I just don't think I can get to work.
That's not a good enough
Number
reason.
one, you shouldn't actually say that that's the reason.
No.
Like, maybe if that is the reason, you should make up an excuse.
Oh.
Like, if you are in a really bad mood and you're feeling like, you know, throwing a brick through the window, then maybe you should say, yeah, my aunt's, you know, second cousin's grandma's niece died and I'm going to the funeral.
Somebody died, yeah.
Like, just tell them something. Just, you know, the boss wants to believe that it's a real excuse. Tell them what they want to hear.
Wait, how was I able to jump in the water with electricity all over me? It didn't seem to be. Okay. Well, that happened. No. And I take the electricity, and the door opens, and then Robin can go through. There we go. Ta-da! That's all for Robin. So Robin's already under the water. Ta-da! There he is. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So we're playing on Steam Deck again, so the game looks much better.
Oh, thank you for this. Becoming a hero. DSTY1ES163 with the Batman
Thank you very
logo.
much.
Thank you so much. Dang. LOL. Gosh, Amber. Oh, what did I say the wrong thing? Oh, I didn't mean to. Luke, you're so handsome. Look at your chiseled features.
I don't have chiseled features.
And your beautiful Irish eyes / Portuguese eyes.
I have Irish eyes. Everything else is Portuguese.
Yeah, I've noticed. Oh, I meant your stubble and stuff.
Stop yourself before this becomes like a rated R stream.
I meant your chin and like your hair and stuff. Your eyebrows. No! What?
Why can't you act like the other women that have been married for 20 years? Yeah.
See, I'm gonna end up getting Luke drunk just so he can call me babe every 4 seconds. I would love that.
I can't. If I drink, I die. I'm on a medicine the same medicine that killed Heath Ledger. You can't have alcohol in your system. You will die. It'll kill you. So if I drink while still on this medicine, I'm not gonna be around very long. I'll have a stroke.
I don't want to have a stroke.
And I've been on this medicine for 20 years too. So I can't, the day that I get off that medicine, that's gonna be the hardest withdrawal ever. It's probably part of the reason they don't take me off of it is because they don't want me to have the nasty withdrawal. I don't know. My parents who are paramedics now, they were like, "What's that medicine that you take?" I said the name of it, and they're like, "Oh, like, oh, that's great." I don't like. Parents are paramedics now. They're like, "Yeah. So what is that medicine that you take for this?" And my mom's like, "You're still on that?" It's like, "Mom, that's not a good thing. The way you responded with that, that's not very comforting." It's like, you're still on that medicine?
I don't think, this is why I knew it would be bad going to New York. They're going to be 2 in our business.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be good, but what else can we do?
Well.
But anyways, yeah,
How do I get through here?
But yeah,
There
no,
we go.
I mean, I don't mean to say that in a mean way. It's like, I don't want them to worry and stuff like that. Plus, I mean, there's a lot of things that they don't have to worry about because we're so far away. Now they're going to have to be worried about you more. Because then now they know, like, how bad it is.
I mean, I don't think you realize how, like, busy they are going to be as paramedic things, though. Like, my mom, I was on the phone with my mom this morning, and she's like, "Well, I'm on call for the next 12 hours. So I'm like, "Okay." And I'm talking to her for like 5 minutes, and all of a sudden she gets called in. I'm like, "You gotta go?" She's like, "Yep, I gotta go. The ambulance is here." It's like, "Really? That quickly?" And she's like, "Yep, love you, bye." It's okay. So I mean.
So they're doing that all the time.
I mean, they're on the days that they're working. They're on call.
I will say, like, like I was saying, like I feel like every type. Well, anyway, never forget. I was gonna forget.
No, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, I've heard that like, never mind. Nothing. I've just heard that Irish guys, they always have a really good sense of humor and make girls laugh.
Well, yeah.
All right.
That's
Well, so
that's
there
a
you.
fact.
All right. I was just telling you.
Okay.
So you must like me since you like making me laugh.
I like making you laugh. Did we already give the guy the chicken? We already got them.
All right. Thank you so much for the highlighted message. DSTY says, "I've been watching you guys since I'm 8 and now I'm 21. I love you guys. Luke started my love for Batman and comic books. Wish you guys the best."
Thank you very much.
Thank you, DSTY. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Amber, your parents will always be in your business. It's the same with my mom's mom and my mom's dad. I have to tell Grammy what I'm doing just so she won't worry. Aww.
That's true.
That's very sweet. Aww.
Yeah, Robin's three. Alright, Robin's three.
Irish eyes? Yeah, Luke's got Irish eyes. They're like different than other eyes.
I still have 2 of them though.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, so the Steam Deck version of this is very, very dark. Like, I think we would have complained back in the day and be like, it's too dark, I can't see. But I like the atmosphere it adds. Very Burton-esque.
Yeah, oh, I love how it's dark.
What exactly? Is that bridge up, or is it going to be... Huh.
Never mind. I'm surprised that I think it's because of me having to be a teacher for little kids for so many years that I was able to lead that person around and show him how to do stuff when he was like half awake. So, yeah.
Yeah, you did do the teacher's aid thing at one point, so... Yeah. Who knew that would come in handy helping out drunk people?
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, before I got up there, my team didn't even know what to do. They were just starkly, like, staring at, like, I should have been to my manager, like, send him home. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what you're supposed to do, because
like,
you can't...
why is he here?
The thing is, you have to... The reason why one doesn't show up inebriated to work is because if there's a customer that sees that, that sets a bad reputation for your store and your restaurant.
Right.
And you require, especially in the restaurant business, you have to have repeat customers come back every day, because if they decide to go eat somewhere else or they were offended, they're not going to come back to your restaurant. That's one less person. And it's kind of like being shadow banned with YouTube. Like, when you get people upset with you and they don't show up and they tell your friends, hey, don't come back here, you're not going to get people to replace them, because there's other people that are out and about going to restaurants they already like. They don't know about your restaurant. So you've just upset a regular. And there's lots of ways to upset a regular that you don't even realize. So, you know, you got to put your best foot forward. Your customer service always has to be at your A game. And having somebody, you know, show up like, what's up, people? I'm here to do a job. That's not going to sound good to the person who's there, like, eating their, you know, Egg McMuffin or whatever. Like, their sunny side up, I don't know. Whatever they serve at, like, breakfast at restaurants.
Yeah, Eggs Benedict.
Yeah.
And, like,
they're
French toast.
they're sitting there, they're eating their food, and they're ever works at a restaurant. So, you know, it looks very bad for the restaurant for that to happen. And then someone might even call, like, the owner of the restaurant and be like, hey, I'm complaining because I was here enjoying my breakfast and I heard this guy, you know, cussing every other word, and he sounded like he was completely, you know, plastered. And I'm not going to be eating here again. And, you know, what if a pastor shows up? Like, because those guys go to restaurants all the time, those family diners. Mm-hmm. Then he tells his entire church, don't eat here anymore because, you know, it's a bad restaurant.
Yeah.
Then you're hosed, because then you won't have a Sunday crowd.
Right. Yep, definitely.
So, I mean, it's one thing to act like a jerk and stuff, like at a regular, like, type of job, but a restaurant-based job, you have to always be at your A game.
Right.
And your customer service has to be down pat.
Because you need repeat customers.
You need repeat customers, yep.
Because they're there every day.
Mm-hmm.
You need them to buy just their sandwich and their drink and, you know, their whatever, their dessert and stuff.
Yeah, I worked dish pit in a restaurant. So I wasn't actually a server. I was in the kitchen helping with washing dishes and cleaning floors and stuff like that. And even I knew that back then. Like, you know.
Yeah, because, like, even if you're in a small, like, even if you're not interacting, like, the customers can still see you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, what they don't realize is, I mean, it's very, they think that when they're in the employee room, or you've told me stuff before, they think that they can't hear you.
Yeah, we had customers coming through, driving around the outside of the building or coming through and getting an online order or something, and they heard like some people like swearing through the window, and you know, and they were very offended and called like the restaurant. And
Of course,
like a
because
horrible
you
review.
can't do that stuff when you're at work. It's supposed to be a professional environment, especially if you work for like a chain restaurant or whatever. You can't do that kind of stuff. Like, people think, oh, it's my job, I can do whatever you want. It's like, no, you can't. It's like you have to try to, you know, be like a representative. That's why, for me, it was so weird that cancel culture became a thing, because, like, when you're in a work environment, you have to be professional, because what you say and do reflects the company that you work for. So in reality, cancel culture never should have actually been a thing, because all those people trying to cancel and harass people, well, they're working for these different companies, and their actions reflect the companies that they work for. So what they're saying is, it's okay to harass people and do all this other stuff because, you know, my job is not gonna, there's no consequences for me doing that. When in reality, there should have been consequences. Like, cancel culture never ever should have been as big as it was, because the companies that those people worked for, they should have been fired for causing trouble. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It was just like such a backwards time, the pandemic era. It's just like, it was like our entire world just kind of like went on pause, you know? Like, normal decency and all this other stuff just went out the window.
They're
like,
allowed to cause trouble, exactly.
Can Robin go through the mist? Of course he can, because it's ice cold. Haha. This is original music for Arkham. It's not from the Tim Burton score.
Oh, thank you, Caveman Austin, for becoming a member.
Thank you, Austin. It helps out a lot.
Thank you so much. Really
Caveman
appreciate
Austin.
it. Thank you, Caveman Austin. Jotro says my work contract stipulate being drunk and not working is a violation of employee guidelines. And met with a suspension or firing. Only managers can break that rule.
And even the managers have to, they're responsible to, like, the district manager. So, technically, a manager, if he wants to lose his job, he can show up and do that stuff too. But if it gets back to the DM, like, you'd have to be the owner. And then if you're the owner, and you do that, there could be repercussions for a customer. So, I mean, it's just best not to do that, you know?
No.
Again, if you work at the DMV, go for it. No one's going to notice. And I mean that wholeheartedly. If you want to act like a total jerk and have the worst day of your life and you work at the DMV, it's not going to change anything, because every single person that I've ever known that works at the DMV is a jerk. I've never, ever, in my days, met someone that works at the Department of Motor Vehicles that is having fun at their job that day. There's nobody that shows up all smiley and whatever. You know, it's like the worst possible job that you can have. The easiest job you can have, but it's like, it ruins your soul. So, no one would notice if you acted more like a jerk than normal. Or, you know, were a little loopy. In fact, they might actually like you being drunk at the DMV. It might make for an interesting story for somebody, you know?
Alright, 36 months a member, says Nick's Galaxy, 1993.
Thank you, Nick.
Appreciate you, Kwings. Thank you so much, Nick's Galaxy. And Cheer Clayton just became a member. Thank you, Cheer Clayton. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Or Share Clayton, sorry.
I just want you guys to know that a total of, like, 35 of you guys in the past 3 days have become members to the channel as $5 recurring members. That is huge. Like, so, every day I'm seeing at least, like, 2 or 3 members. Like, if that continues all month, Amber and I are going to be in amazing shape, because as I said, ad revenue is moving away from YouTube. It's getting less and less. More YouTubers are struggling. The best way to support your favorite YouTuber is to become a $5 member. And it starts small with like 30 people or 100 people, but if it keeps growing to the point where we have like 500 monthly recurring members at $5, we will be in insanely great shape. We will be in as good a shape as we were 4 or 5 years ago. So if you guys have it in your hearts to continue to do the membership thing, you know, we have like right now about 200 recurring members a month, and then we have like, you know, tons of gifted that we get. We get like 100 gifted a month, which is amazing. But the more recurring we have, the better everything gets. So if you ever want to help out the channel and you can't even show up for streams, you know, just doing the $5 a month thing is a huge blessing, as well as, I mean, look at my difference. You know, I'm not...
The difference in Luke's voice already.
Listen to the difference in my voice, too. You tell how happy and stuff I sound? Like, I don't sound grumpy. I'm not worried about income or anything, because you guys have been killing it with our everything.
We just got 5 gifted memberships from Caveman Austin. Thank you, Caveman Austin. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for the help.
You guys are breathtaking. Thank you.
$25 in gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Caveman. God is good, says Ian. Definitely.
That's true.
And Brady says, Braden Young says, hey Luke and Amber, I haven't watched you guys in a while, and I hope you guys were a big part of my childhood, and I'm 20, and I thank you for the laughs, and I wish you the best.
Thank you.
We're always here streaming, so anytime you want to stop by.
Yep, and if you can't find our channel, sign up for our newsletter, KwingsLetsPlays.com. It tells you everything that's happening on the channel every single day. Newsletter goes out around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or as late as 8 or 9 o'clock. I think we just flooded Mr. Freeze. Was I supposed to do that? Would I freeze it? Ah, there we go. Okay, that's easy. And of course, Freeze is stuck in there. Ah, why?
Alright, JCat was saying, I've been a member for 3 years, member for 44 months. And superhero, hey Luke, what SAO death is the saddest Yuki's got to me, says JCat.
The saddest death for me in SAO was Asuna's death. Because we didn't know Asuna was going to survive. Like, she sacrificed her life to save Kirito. And it was gut-wrenching. Like, the first time I saw SAO, I didn't know that was going to happen. Like, I was like, these two... But, I mean, there was one thing that I was worried about. Like, Asuna said, Kirito, don't worry about me, I'm never going to die. And here she is in the episode at the end of SAO. And she died. And it was like, oh no. Like, I felt for Kirito. Because, remember, if you die in the game, you die in real life. So I was like... My favorite character is now dead. Like, I was in tears. Like, I had tears coming down my eyes during her death scene. That was her that scene really. And then a scene at the end, like where they got to reunite, like, you know, in like the afterlife or the purgatory thing. That was also gut wrenching. It was they said their real names and they're holding hands as literally the world of SAO is destroyed around them. It was gut wrenching. But I mean, that's how powerful the SAO show was. Asuna's friend dying is probably number 2 for me. Like, the purple-haired girl who had cancer, like, her dying, and, like, dying in the game and in real life, like, at the same time, like, was very sad. Because, you know, she was in the hospital, and she'd been there forever, and the only joy she got was virtual reality games. That the hospital, like, had set up for her or something like that.
Yeah, I thought... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's fine.
I thought that was funny what Jotaro was saying about being a good representation to customers, is that he's a nervous smiler at work. And then people say, what's your secret? And he's always smiling because he's smiling when he gets nervous at work, so he's always smiling. And it puts a really good impression on the customers. Like, that actually works in your favor then, Jotaro.
Exactly.
Actually, Luke kind of has something like that. Whenever Luke gets nervous, he talks a lot. And whenever we meet people, like in New York City or LA or something for a game convention, like important people like that work for Capcom and stuff, executives, and Luke will just start talking to them about whatever, like, oh, yeah, how's the weather, blah, blah, blah. And he'll start talking to them, and they'll feel really relaxed. Because Luke will just start talking up a storm with these executives, and he's doing it because he's freaking nervous, but Luke's a nervous talker, and Jotaro's a nervous smiler, so it works in your favor, actually.
I would also talk up to, you know, a few minutes before an interview, like interviewing somebody, so I could get them relaxed for the interview. Like,
yeah, oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
That way the interview goes much smoother, and you know, we don't have to worry about like any edits in the future.
Oh, so you also do that on purpose? That makes sense.
Yeah, depends, because I want people to see me as a friendly guy and things like that, and also I am a friendly guy, but I was taught by my boss, like in journalism, that it's good to get the best news is to get people comfortable so that they accidentally say things. So.
Oh wow. You're terrible.
What?
You're terrible. You want them to tell a secret about the game they're not supposed to tell.
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, you are. You're supposed to tell. You want them to tell like a special, like important part of the game that they're not supposed to reveal, and you want them to reveal it on your like interview.
Well, I mean, my interview is my job. If they happen to say something, I mean, I'm not gonna get in trouble.
It's fine. Thank you again. Thanks for this 47 months as a member. You're the best, Kwings. Lego Batman 2. I love this game. Thank you, Jacko Dog 717. Thank you so much.
This does feel a little bit darker than normal. Like, this might be too dark.
Yep, happy Good Friday, Caveman Austin. And Noah Sword says, God is good all the time. Definitely. And thanks for the little hearts, Nick's Galaxy. Thank you so much. Being a member for 36 months. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about how they have to work in retail or food service and how it's frustrating. Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. There's a life lesson. If you happen to be drunk, don't go to work. Because you'll probably get fired.
Well, yeah.
Because you probably shouldn't show up like that. Just to say that your great aunt died. Don't show up. Don't come up. Just say your car. Honestly, you know what a great excuse is? My car isn't working.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pretend that you're sick or anyone died. Just be like, my car's broken.
My car broke.
And I can't get there. I have no transportation.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to have transportation at your job.
Well, that's the perfect way, because it's hard to pretend that you're sick when you're not. And it's hard, and I feel like the whole thing of like, oh, your great aunt will come to bite you in the butt because you might accidentally reveal later on that you don't have a great aunt, and then your host. Then your boss is gonna be like, what?
Wait, what is that? What?
And then
what happened to great aunt so and so?
The best lie, honestly, I think the best lie that's not gonna come back to bite you is gonna be to say that you don't have any transportation to get there. Mm-hmm. Because how is your boss gonna come out and check and see if your car is working? Because,
I mean, they can just tell you now to get an Uber, though, so.
Yeah, but you could, I mean, I had a girl that was having problems coming to work, and she would call out all the time, and she would say that it was towards the end of the week, and she didn't have any money for an Uber.
Ah, okay, so
she
there's ways
actually
around
had
that.
it, she had it down to the point where she could explain that she didn't even have the money for an Uber.
Right.
And, like, honestly, like, she was doing it like this. Like, she was saying she was making about... Because, you know, like, a lot of, like, especially the teenagers are making, like, minimum wage and stuff, which I don't even know what that is right now. She was only working, like, 4 hours a day, and her Uber was costing her $20 there and back.
Oh, my gosh.
So, in reality... She kind of did have an excuse, because I don't know how, honestly, just thinking about that, $20 there and back, that's $40 a day, and you can't, if you're only working 4 hours shift, there's no way you're making very much more than $40 a day, if that.
Yeah.
And especially with taxes being taken out of your check, like, it's like, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's not really helping out very much, is it?
No, you might as well just be sitting at home collecting unemployment.
So, for the most part, the video that we released did really well. It's at like 9,000 now, the same as a Christmas with the Kwings video. But there was something that it doesn't happen a lot, but a lot of people bring up the fact that I just need Amber to clear the air here, so I'm going to throw Amber in the spot.
Oh, no.
I did not...
Yes, you are the most handsome man I've ever seen in my life.
No, that's not the new rumor.
And charming.
No, that's not the new rumor.
Okay.
The new rumor is...
Yes, you are.
In order to do YouTube, which is not doing well anymore, I forced my wife to get a job. I did not force Amber to get a job.
No, Luke asked me not to.
If anything, I told Amber her working is actually helping the channel. So Amber getting a job was on her own accord.
Luke didn't want me to get a job. In fact, that's what I really... That's kind of one thing I wanted to talk about. But I didn't really want to go into it because I didn't really want to talk about it because I didn't really want to... But one of the things that, like, for me, like, if I get a date with a couple super chats, for instance, or if we get a couple members, I look at that and I realize, wow, I would have had to work several days at my job just to get that amount. You know, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the amount that I'm making at my job for the amount of work I'm doing is like nothing. I'm not really making anything at my job. I found it ironic that so many people are like, wow, too bad Luke is struggling doing YouTube. At least Amber's holding everything together with her job. It's like, no, it's quite the opposite. It's the opposite is true. Luke's doing everything with YouTube. I'm ruining our YouTube channel with my job and making nothing on my restaurant thing. In fact, I really don't even want to be working there right now. I need to be gone from there because we need more money. Like even with the terrible ad revenue that YouTube is offering, it's still better than me working at my restaurant job. It's just that the whole reason I was working, honestly, I don't even want to say it, but a lot of the reason why I'm working there is just so that, because people are so ignorant about how YouTube works. Like, say you make enough money, make enough money for rent and your business expenses, but you don't have enough for cat food and stuff, and you ask, like, hey, can we have, you know, maybe people can help us out with a few super chats to help us with cat food because we almost made enough this month. But then people are like, oh, I see, so you don't make any money at your job. It's like, no, we do. We make enough for a rent, but we just didn't have enough for cat food. We just want to do this full time, so we were just asking. But it's like, it's so stupid because it's like people are unaware. Like, even like Luke had to pay for me to go down and see my family this last year. And my family, one of the reasons why I started working a job is because my family is so ignorant about our YouTube job that they don't realize that we have to pay off the back taxes and back expenses regardless of what job we work. Whether I'm digging ditches or doing YouTube, I still have to pay those back taxes. So, you know, I'm paying it faster by doing YouTube. If I was only working restaurant job, then I would be in jail because I can't possibly pay it back.
Yeah, because what people like Amber and I, you guys have seen this. We've hardly our entire YouTube career, even when we were viral.
Yeah, we never asked.
We never got to do.
We didn't even have a Patreon.
No, I didn't finish.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Even when we were viral, like those viral years, our wages were still being garnished by the U.S. Treasury.
Yeah.
So we have never, ever gotten to do anything with our YouTube money.
We've never seen our money.
Nope.
We never got it.
But the problem is, all these years later, even though like we don't make anywhere near what we did like 4, 5, 6 years ago, the IRS and the SSI still garnish our wages the exact same amount that they've been doing for 12 years.
I wanted to get a job for several reasons. Number one, there's like, I could probably list 6 or 7 reasons why, and all of them are stupid, but they work for me. Number one, I notice when I'm working a lot on YouTube, like say I get up at 7 in the morning, which I'll do often when I'm just doing YouTube, and I'm sharing videos for hours on end, answering comments for hours on end, and trying to stream for hours on end. By the time that Luke gets up, and I'm working 7 to 5. By the time he gets up at 5, and I'm exhausted, and then, you know, and I'm a little bit snippy on the videos, and I just thought me getting a job would actually help me remind me that there's a lot meaner people in the world than Luke. That's literally one of the main reasons I wanted to get a job, so that I can remind myself that Luke's so much nicer than most people in the world, and I could be one of the reasons that there's a lot of things I do to try to be nicer to my husband. That honestly, that's one of the reasons why I always wanted to marry somebody who was a little bit older than me too, so I could remind myself to respect my husband. That's part of the reason why I wanted to get a job, to remind myself to respect my husband, because naturally in my savage amber state of, you know, the natural savage woman that doesn't, I feel like in my natural state I don't respect my husband. I have to work at it. I have to remember to be nice. You guys have heard about Luke waking me up at 3 in the morning for a stream, and Luke's scared of me because...
I never said I was scared. I just, you know, can't have you yell and stuff because we...
Right, but that when I work a job in the morning and I have people scream at me to get their food and disrespect me all day, then when I come home and Luke's like, hey, you want to play Lego Batman? I'm just like, yeah, whatever you want to play is fine. And I laugh at all his jokes and I'm in a great mood. Because I already got disrespected all day and treated like garbage by other people, and then I'm in a great mood to stream with him. Number 2 reason why I want to get a job is because my family always disrespects us for always making us leave whenever, on both sides, always thinking that we can just drop what we're doing at any moment and come and visit, or come and like go to an emergency thing that could cost $3,000 for me to have to drive cross country to Illinois and visit somebody when I don't have the money. And if I have a job, they can't force me to do that. They can't say I have to drop at a moment's notice and come and see them. Also, I don't have to drop at a moment's notice and go check on Luke's sister when she's having a mental breakdown randomly and screaming. So me having a job helps me be more respected by family. Number 5, me having a job literally makes it so that I can put my family to silence when they act like, oh, Luke doesn't make enough for you to come visit us. Aw. And I'll be like, hey, I'll do you one better. I'll make less than him, and now it'll be my fault that I can't come visit you. Now they can't say anything to my husband that I can't come visit. Now it's my fault that I can't come visit. Now people can stop bad-mouthing my husband, and they can just, you know, I can tell them where to put that. And then the 6th reason or 7th reason that I do it is because then it puts haters to shame, because they believe that I make more money in my restaurant job than YouTube, because they're too stupid. They don't understand how business expenses work. So they imagine that I'm making all my money at my restaurant job. So then they can't say anything to people that super chat to help the channel, and they can't say anything awful to our fans and members, because they can't be like, oh, without you guys. And in reality, if I worked 3 jobs, I could probably help my business outbuster. But honestly, if we weren't doing YouTube, I'll tell you, I would have to work like 3 jobs until I was exhausted, my back was breaking, and my husband would probably work. If YouTube wasn't working out, he would probably have to do some stupid job on the internet, like help share somebody else's YouTube channel. But you know what? I honestly, and that's probably a possibility, but you know what? That possibility is possible, but you know what? That just because you have the option, like, it would be like if you asked Dolly Parton, hey Dolly, you want to work at McDonald's or do you want to sing for a living? And then if she's like, oh, I would like to sing, they're like, oh, that's not a real job. You should go work at McDonald's and have a real job. That's literally what it's like when people are like, hey, you should stop doing YouTube and do a real job. It's like, why? It's a better job. Doing YouTube and actually creating content and having a cool channel with lots of people watching is actually a better job than me, you know, working myself into the ground doing something that I'm terrible at for no money. So there you go. I don't know if that was the answer you wanted to hear, but that's the answer that's real.
Yeah, so, no, I did not force Amber to get a job. Amber chose to get a job because without her, our wages are garnished. Amber is the only reason that we've been able to eat food and stuff like that. So I'm sure in New York, if she wants to, she's probably going to look for a job. That's her choice, though. I'm not telling her, ha ha ha, you have to go out and get work. I tell her if we don't have extra money, then we have to trim the budget. You know, we can't afford a bunch of stuff. That's the only meanness that I do.
If we were going on if I was working just on my job or something, then Luke wouldn't be able to do YouTube at all. He'd have to go dig ditches outside.
Well, I can't do that with my neuropathy.
So he'd have to find some kind of weird job online, like translating
something. One sec, guys.
Bat computer, remote tie-in.
Bat computer. Remote tie-in active.
Identify residual radiation.
Radiation consistent with energy signature of U.S. Defense Department project JSG-817, currently under development at LexCorp.
Well, I think we know who broke Joker out of prison.
Lex Luthor?
What would an upstanding presidential candidate like Lex Luthor want with the Joker?
I've heard that Lex Luthor may not be so upstanding.
You might want to tell somebody. Election day is tomorrow.
Sir, there's been a break-in at Ace Chemicals.
Wouldn't be surprised if that was Joker's first stop.
Alrighty, so yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that people who work at restaurants can't make a lot of money, but those people are actually good at their job, and I've worked there for a long time. It would take me
good at your job.
It would take me many years to get to the point where I could make a decent income like that, and I don't make a decent income right now like that.
You have to become a manager.
I'd have to work at it for a long time, but I'm working here. My main job is here with Luke. I'm only doing that job in the morning as a decoy job, really. So that people can hate on me, my family can hate on me, you know, everyone can hate on me and my morning job, so that people don't bother my actual job. It's like a decoy. It's like kind of like me working there is kind of like when I used to. A lot of times I used to like play when I would like sing in a band or something. People would be like, "What instrument do you play?" I'd say I play violin. My real instrument is voice, but I'm too shy to tell people that. So I'd start out with my violin. I always hide behind my violin, which I'm kind of bad at. But once they realized that I could sing, then they'd be like, "Oh wow, you can really sing it." And I would start out playing violin, but in reality, my real talent was singing. But I didn't like telling. I feel like once I told people my talent was singing, then they would, it would be too much pressure for me. And that's how I feel with, gaming and stuff. It's like a lot of pressure to have to explain to people that you game for a living every time you meet them.
I'll come right back.
Okay, go.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. I feel like doing any kind of artistic thing is a lot of pressure for people to explain that you do it for, like, I feel like it takes the fun out of it to explain that you do it for a job. And I don't mind. Like, I would love, like, I could be like, who's that one guy who lives in New York City whose girlfriend made all the money? I don't remember his name. Oh yeah, every YouTuber. LOL. Oh, inside joke.
I want to be a kept man.
I know. I'm saying I don't mind that, but if I was making Luke a kept man, I wouldn't be able to be on the videos. That's the only problem.
I'll come right back.
I feel like we're getting a little bit off topic.
I'm just saying, like, but if people want me to make Luke a kept man and for him to do
they don't.
this stuff, then that's fine with me. But the problem is my audience on YouTube would miss me, and I feel like we did this channel together, so that would be kind of sad.
That's not why haters like say that I'm forcing you to get a job. They're saying that
But I don't make any money
right.
at my job.
I'm not doing well, so they're saying that
That's
instead
not
of me going out and working, I put all the responsibility on you. That's what they're saying.
No, because Luke paid for all my voice lessons with YouTube. He paid for all my violin lessons, my piano lessons that I was getting, and he sent me to Illinois like 3 or 4 times in the last 2 years, and none of that time was I working at my restaurant job. I started getting the restaurant job after my family started acting crazy and being like, how come you can't come out here more often because you work at YouTube and you're fine? My family imagines that we're financially doing so well that I pretend to work for you even though I don't have a real job. My family doesn't believe I actually work for my husband. My family doesn't think I do anything. Every time I talk to my uncle or whatever, who like supposedly runs my family out there in Illinois, and I say that I work with my husband, he gives me a eye roll and doesn't think I actually work.
Okay, so
that is why I have a job, because my family doesn't think I work. So I have to have a decoy job for them to understand that I work. Even though I make zero money at my decoy job, I actually make all my money on YouTube. But my family doesn't think I make any money on YouTube. So mainly my job is so that my family understands that I work.
Okay, so
because the
thing is, without you though, we wouldn't eat. And with all the expenses we've had with Zelda and all the other things, like, my job can't handle all the stuff at the moment.
Also, point 7 and 8. Point 7, we've had a lot of issues with taxes and overcharging us. If I work a job outside of YouTube, I actually have my taxes automatically taken out, so that's a good factor. Point 8, working in another job, even if it makes no money, actually does help, because what if YouTube randomly, some billionaire company that's supposed to pay us from the Netherlands or, South Africa decides to randomly hold all the money and not pay us for 3 months, then me working a random job actually helps. And point 9, I don't have any Social Security. That's one reason I really wanted to work. I don't have any Social Security. I do not have any Social Security.
You said that like 4
Literally,
times.
for 20 years, I haven't had any Social Security.
Here's 5.
So, there you go. Literally, I don't have any. And I'm going to end up 65, and my husband's going to be like, he's going to have a heart attack from YouTube, and I'm going to end up with zero money. I'm going to end up with zero money, no Social Security, and starving. Because I've done YouTube for 20 years and nothing to show for it because I have zero Social Security. So that's why I'm doing it. And guess what? When I told Luke I was getting a job, he was angry with me when I went out applying for one, and he did not want me to get it. And I said, I'm going out to look for one anyway. I don't care, because I really want people to see that I work, and I'm so sick of people lying about me. And that is the reason why I have a job. So there you go.
So end of long story. I didn't force Amber to get a job. She
begged me not to.
Because it was like spending all that money on gas and,
It's not worth it.
fast food and things like that was cutting into our budget and stuff like that. And she, it was in a bad time where we couldn't find a job for Amber, so all this money was being wasted on, going to all these, interviews and stuff, and nothing was coming from it. And, I wasn't the nicest when that happened, but once Amber had her job, she also improved her mood and all kinds of things, so it was much better. So probably in New York, I would say she's probably going to get a job because she likes working.
I don't have trouble job hunting. I can easily get a job. I've literally worked tons of places. I already have a great job. I work at YouTube. It's just that people don't people don't understand that I work. I can get up at 7 a.m. and do tons of streams. I share all the videos. I make all the art. I've done answer all the comments. Everything I'm doing is part of the YouTube job. Mm-hmm. Literally, people get paid. Literally, if I worked for PewDiePie and I answered all his comments, even our editor that we had working for us answering comments and stuff, if I told you how much we paid him to do that for years, you would be baffled. It would be like 4 times more than I'm getting at my restaurant job. And I already do that times 9 on our job right now. I do work a real job. I was gonna swear. I do work a real job.
Well, yeah, that you do
work.
that now
I
more.
do work a job, but people don't think I do. And the fact that every time I try to explain how hard I work on YouTube, people keep going, "Yeah, I have issues looking for work too." It's like, no, I don't have issues working for work. I already work a lot. I work a tremendous amount, but I have issues explaining to people that I already work, because most people cannot understand what I do for a job.
Where is the bomb?
I feel like I do more for the channel than Luke does, because when I'm away, the channel plummets. When I come back, it goes way up in views. Luke's just the talent.
Oof.
Like, I'm everything else. I'm like the manager and everything else going on. Like, I'm just keeping the talent happy. That's what a good manager does. I'm the producer, Luke's the talent. So, you know, like, no offense, but like, if anything happened to me, then our YouTube channel would really be in trouble.
Yeah,
No
I don't really do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. That's true.
You do in front of the scenes stuff.
Pardon me, sir.
Wait, who? Is this a bomb?
No,
I thought I
it's
am
like
the electric guy.
We both work equally hard on it. It's just that people just don't understand everything that I do. And even on the streams that I'm streaming, and even like recently, like even today, I was streaming and I'm actually getting the fact that I have to grind myself into the ground for basically no money at all, you know, outside of YouTube. Like, and it's like, even today, like there was one person that said something on my stream that was like, yeah, if only Luke could be streaming now, but I guess it's okay if we watch Amber. But it's like,
Wow, that's mean.
but yeah, I get that a lot. But today I was even more upset about it because I did everything that I was supposed to do. I ran the music, and I actually took a lot of time to make sure the thumbnail looked good, and I made sure that I was actually doing the Disney Dreamlight Valley for a purpose. I was actually getting quests done and stuff, doing everything that you would do on the stream. The only difference is you have a female voice instead of a male.
Whoa, whoa, I don't have a female voice.
I have a female. The person watching is hearing a female voice.
Walk that back.
Not you have a female voice, with the voice that the audience is listening to is female instead of male. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
And obviously, maybe I'm missing the Irish charm going on.
What charm? I have no charm.
You just had charm right there. You just said, what charm? I have no charm. You're trying to be funny.
How
See?
is funny charm?
That's how Irish people have charm. They laugh. They make people... They joke. Everyone has different ways of doing it. I'm not trying to be like... I'm not trying to stereotype, but it even says online that Irish people are charming and they make people laugh. Well, anyways, I mean, that's what Leprechaun... No, I'm just...
Wow. Hey guys, have you ever heard of this glitch? I can't get out.
No, but I get it. Like, I don't... It's not that I have trouble, like... I don't have to, like... It would be very easy for me to work. I have to work so hard on my YouTube channel. And I have to spend so much time doing that. Like, if I didn't have to worry about the YouTube channel, I could easily... That's why I was so mad, was I was actually getting to the point where, even after just a few months working there, like, they were like, oh yeah, we can start training you for other stuff, and possibly, you know, I don't want to say, but they did mention, like shift manager and stuff like that. So the fact that I was like, oh wow, it would be this easy for me... And a lot of that is stuff I've learned working YouTube and stuff, actually. Like, I got so much experience working YouTube that it makes, like, working outside of it a lot easier. I'm not saying that I'm, like, better at, you know, obviously I had to learn a lot of stuff. Like, I'm not used to hard labor and stuff like that. Like, but, I mean, I've done it before. I had to run, like, 5, 6, 7 hours a day in soccer for years. I did soccer for 6 years. That's what I just think of, like, at the restaurant. Just I'm like on a soccer team. In fact, people at my job even said that I like run faster than anyone there. I run back to get the mop, run back to get the broom, run back to get the stuff from the fridge, run all over the place. And people are like, how are you running all the time? It's like, I used to be midfielder. That's what midfielder did, run back and forth. When I was in my soccer club, oh yeah, I don't know, that was before you met me. I did soccer for 6 years, and I mainly played midfielder, and all I did was run back and forth for like 4 or 5 hours a day. In fact, I ran so much that one day that my foot broke. That's how much I ran.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and there's number 10 reason I wanted to get a job. I felt that I was just sitting on the couch all the time, not getting outside. I couldn't afford to go to the gym because we had to spend every penny that we had on YouTube. I wanted to be attractive to my husband. I felt like I wasn't because I was just sitting on the couch. I wanted to get outside. I couldn't afford a gym, and I thought, instead of paying money to go to the gym, why don't I work a job where I'm literally doing grueling tasks for no money, and then they're paying me a tiny amount to run around for them, and I don't have to pay for a gym membership. They scream at me for me to go get them food, and I have to scrub the floor and everything, and I'm losing weight, and I'm getting paid to do it. I even said that when I was at my job. I even said several times when I was first training, I said, I'm getting paid to work out, basically. And my shift manager, she's like, was about my age at the time. She wasn't there anymore, but she used to laugh all the time. But I was completely serious. I was literally getting paid to work out. I didn't even have to pay for a gym membership. What?
Yeah, you can stop all your points now.
I know, I'm just done. It's just weird that people would... Why do people need to know I got a job? Like, why do they care? Why is it their business? I don't even know them. Do they know me? Did they grow up on my street? Do they know my middle name? Do they know... Do they know my hopes and dreams? Do they know my social security number? Why are they asking me?
Nobody should know your social security number. That's going
why
too
are these
far.
people asking me why I'm getting a job? How do they know me? Did they grow up? Were they in my class? Were they in my kindergarten class? What was my kindergarten teacher's name? Tell me. I want to know. What is it their business me wanting to know why I have a job?
Basically, the whole point, you put the haters in their place, you know? Because there's outlandish rumors that basically I force you to do things because I'm an abusive person. That's basically what it all came down to. Is I'm here doing YouTube, which I'm a loser, and my wife, is out working and all this other stuff.
I'm the loser.
No.
I am the loser.
No, that's not what it is. So Amber's role is very important because, like I said, because all of our stuff is garnished. And it has been for, it's actually pretty amazing that we've been able to pay back, since 2012, and we have until 2030. But we don't have any, by the time, all our funds go to those people, they don't leave us enough to have food. So the YouTube channel only pays once a month. That means we work really, really hard on the YouTube channel, but it only pays, imagine only getting paid once a month. Like, most people, their jobs pay either once a week or twice a month at least. We get one paycheck once a month. And, however hard we work, that's it. Like, once a day is over, that's it. There's no way to be like, okay, we only have a set number of days to earn this amount, and then, 35% of that is going to go to the IRS and SSI, automatically. Snap your fingers.
Yeah, I mean, that was if I had to do point 11 when I wanted a job.
No more points.
It was also to help me save money, because it helped me keep track of it. It was like all the money that we make on YouTube, I could separate it out. All the money we make on YouTube could go directly back into the channel to help the channel grow. And then all the money that I make at my other job could help with just small expenses around the house.
It's also not there's another good reason too. This is the last point. But point 12, Amber's job is not connected to this job. So when taxes happen, it is cut from her job and not this one. So that money can be used for helping us move, or it could be used for, getting food or whatever we need it, like that's money that the IRS cannot claim toward our debt because it's not connected to Kwings Let's Plays. So that's enough. That money, you know, whatever she gets back, like 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever for taxes, that can be used for something that the government can't be like, aha, we're going to take that because they already took the money from her job.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So that's a huge thing. So that money will probably help us move or help with whatever. We don't know.
I did put that in one of my points. I said that was
okay.
Part of it was taxes. That was a huge part of it.
All right. So anyway, we've reached where we need to. Tomorrow will all be the Ace Chemicals thing, which Ace Chemicals is 2 levels. There'll be the Superman theme tomorrow. You guys have been breathtaking with the super chats tonight. Really appreciate that. You've helped fight the copyright of the Lego Batman stuff. So I might, for fun, take a picture and show you how many copyright claims that this thing is going to have. But this has been fun today. We got done all of Arkham Asylum. We didn't have to break Arkham Asylum in half, which sometimes we've actually had to divide the Arkham Asylum thing into several things. We did all of it in one go, which is amazing. I really like that. And tomorrow will be...
sorry.
Yeah, don't...
I'm sorry, baby.
That's okay. Tomorrow will be all of Ace Chemical. All of it. So, next up, guys, is a special stream for Miss Deanna, who is ultimate of the channel. So everybody wave to Miss Deanna. And we'll be doing Expedition 33.
Oh.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm excited about it.
But you guys have really been helping out with the Lego Batman 2 series. Thank you very much. Somebody asks, like, what else are you going to be doing with Lego Batman? The other Lego Batman thing that will be happening is Lego Batman 3. This game will be done 100%. So once the main game is done, like, I won't be doing super chat goals once we're done with the main story, because I'll be playing free play and everything else without the music. Like, there'll be no more cutscenes, nothing of that. So we're going to try to steamroll as much of the story as we can in, like, 6 streams. I think we can do it in 6 streams. Something like that.
Miss Deanna says, I am here.
And Miss Deanna says, I am here. So I need to make myself something to eat. I need to get Miss Deanna's stream set up. Thank you guys for all your help. If you want to continue to help out the channel, $5 membership really does, like, move mountains for us. The more $5 members we have, our goal is, like, 350 by the time we move to New York at the beginning of May. And then I would like to, by the end of the year, I'd like to see, like, 400 recurring, because YouTube ad revenue goes down every year because YouTuber clowns, they don't know what they're doing. And they keep trying to find other ways of making money, which they should stick with ad revenue, and they don't do that. So ad revenue keeps going down like 25 to 50 cents a year, if not more. And over time, that, you know, really builds up. Also be bringing back the 01 channel sometime this month. Got a computer for my birthday, which I saved, like, a lot, and my parents helped with, and stuff like that. So, new, like, I guess, high-quality Batman content, which is just Batman news and Batman Let's Plays.
It's okay.
Will be on the 01 channel sometime in April. And then, again, in May, there'll be cross-platform content. Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, live streams here, character upload lore on the 01 channel, and walkthrough on the 01 channel. So there'll be a lot of Lego Batman content. That means you'll see different skins and different content about the Lego Batman game on 2 different channels. All live streams,
Whoa.
First playthrough, this channel.
Mind blown.
Walkthrough, like actually know what I'm doing, over on the 01 channel. And character skins for Robin, Batman, Nightwing, Batgirl, Catwoman, all lore-oriented in the same low quality that I've always done.
So we're cross-promoting Luke's high-quality content with my low-quality content cozy streams, as one hater put it today.
Wow. I think cozy streams are a lot of fun. But
I think they are too, and I shamed that person because I said, how dare they attack a nice uplifting stream that people were having fun on. And it was a good feeling. Who doesn't like Disney stuff?
yeah, who doesn't like Disney stuff? Exactly.
Mean.
That's super mean. All right. So, Lego Batman tomorrow, guys. Mark your calendars. Shooting for like around 3 o'clock. I have not been doing well health-wise, so streams have been later. It's not that I'm, you know, trying to put you guys off or anything like that. I have problems with my heart now. I have a lot of stress because those of you who haven't been to the channel in a while, see our update video. explains everything. But we have to move from Pennsylvania to New York, and we don't have a year to do it. We only have until June 2nd. So there's a lot of stress going on, and, you know, we need to finalize where we're moving to by the end of this month. So it's a lot's going on. But yeah, keep us in your prayers. Thank you guys so much for watching our LEGO Batman content, and see you over on Expedition 33, starting up in just a little bit. God bless, happy gaming, see you in a bit.